is an honor to stand here today at the press launch of e5world Wooden Cottage Resort Investment, a truly exciting project that combines luxury, sustainability and investment opportunity in an innovative way. As chairman of IKF Finance, my role has always been to look for ventures that align with long-term growth and sustainability, and e5world is exactly that. Before I dive into the specifics of the project, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the distinguished individuals sharing the stage with me today. Mr. Qasis, the founder of INAF, whose architectural expertise has created the beautiful eco-friendly designs for e5world. Mr. Devendra Dan, our legal and tax consultant, who has worked diligently to ensure that every legal and tax aspect of this project is handled with precision, providing transparency and security for investors. And of course, Mr. Raghuram, the managing director, promoter and visionary behind e5world. Raghu's dedication to this project, his ability to think big, and his relentless pursuit of excellence have been instrumental in bringing e5world to life. We believe that e5world represents the future of both ecotourism and real estate sectors. This is an exciting time for investors as the demand for eco-luxury resorts is rapidly growing. People are increasingly looking for ways to invest in projects that align with their values, sustainability, environmental stewardship, and long-term growth. By combining luxury with sustainability, e5world creates a unique investment opportunity. The resort offers not just a place for people to unwind in the lap of nature, but also a model for a more responsible and conscious way of doing business. For investors, it represents a smart opportunity to participate in a growing market of ecotourism, which is projected to see strong growth in the coming years. One of the most exciting aspects of this project is the introduction of fractional ownership. This model enables multiple investors to own a share of the resort, making it more accessible and allowing investors to benefit from the potential returns without the need for a large upfront capital investment. Through fractional investment, we aim to bring high-quality, sustainable real estate within reach of a wide range of investors. I believe this model will play a key role in expanding the accessibility of sustainable luxury tourism and creating a community of responsible investors who will believe in the future of eco-conscious development. As we look towards the future, I am confident that e5world will not only provide investors with strong returns, but will also set a new standard for sustainable tourism and resort development. The increasing demand for eco-conscious travel and luxury experiences means that e5world is poised to be at the forefront of a growing market. The promoters are committed to ensuring that e5world continues to thrive, create value for both investors and environment. We are excited about the future of this project and the role it will play in reshaping the landscape of tourism and investment. Thank you.
You know, architects essentially are service providers. They design buildings, they advise, they say how to save money, they say largely how to spend money. And then I think create a whole new world. And their space, basically speaking, is behind. They are essentially backbenchers. And therefore I'm very grateful to you, sir, that you really made me sit on the dais. I should be sitting there listening to people in terms of what should be done. This is number one. Number two is this, that I want to tell you that I'm from Ahmedabad, strict Gandhian, wear kurta pajama all the time, don't look like an architect. But I have a long relationship with your city, Hyderabad. I happen to work at both ends. I happen to design a house in which Nagarjun Amla stay now. I designed a house for Chiranjeevi and Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, which was not built. But most important thing that I would like to mention in the context of this particular assignment is a township that I designed in Hyderabad about 25 years ago for Central Government Employees Welfare Housing Organization. This was a national competition we won. And believe me, there are 360 apartments. This site is somewhere near Dr. Reddy's laboratory. It's the only building in Hyderabad city, only one, where all 360 flats have open to sky terrace. Only one. And the reason it has open to sky terrace is this, that we Indians, our culture, our climate, our weather, our way of living requires open space, whether we are on the 4th floor or the 6th floor. Architects have always forgotten about this. And therefore I'm very proud when I was asked to work on this project that I'm back in Hyderabad. And I essentially wanted to promise that we will do something very special, very unique. Let me tell you why we would do something very special and very unique. When you ask a normal architect a question, who is your client? And architects, one answer is the one who employs me and the one who pays me. Whenever they ask me this question about who is your client, I say, I have 7 clients, not one. One who employs and pays, obviously, is the client. But the second client, the most important client, is the end user, for whom the building is meant. Third client is the land on which building is going to stand. Fourth client is the city, in which the building is going to stand for 100 years, 80 years. You can make a mistake by doing a poor painting. All it will do is to spoil a wall. But when you do bad building, it remains stand and it remains in the public eye for 100 years. And therefore you don't have right to do a poor building. And then of course, I said, nature is my client. It gives me air, it gives me ventilation, it gives me water, it gives me light, and it gives me warmth to live. So therefore I said, I as an architect have responsibility to all these multiple clients. Responsibility to trees, responsibility to water, responsibility to sun, and responsibility to site. It is in that context that we are talking about sustainable thing that we are trying to create. When we talk about sustainability, you are not only talking about water and green. People have made a very small, limited definition of sustainability. Sustainability is much bigger thing. Sustainability is to living this planet good for the future generations, which means doing development which doesn't destroy the planet, and therefore taking care of it. That to be sensitive, to be able to give an environment which makes people happy. I was reading, sir, only yesterday, last night, something amazing, and I have it here in my telephone. Here is a scientist from Denmark talks about the world. He said there are two worlds. One is the outer world, the galaxy and the suns and the moons and the endless thing. And then he said there is a second inner world. You know how big is the inner world? And I never knew this. He said behind these two eyes, there is a world which has several billion neutrons. Yeah. Each neutron has 10,000 subneutrons. And therefore, when you talk about this mind, when you talk about human beings' pleasure and joy and comfort, you know what you've got to kind of deal with. That universe is hugely complex. And one of the things architect must be responsible for is whatever you build has got to be good enough at least for 3 generations in this country. Not right today, right tomorrow, and right day after tomorrow. And it is that context that we are looking at this whole project. We are interested not only client, we are interested in people who are going to come in. As a matter of fact, I wrote to him just 3 days ago that when we design those bungalows or villas, to please promise them to each one of them, with each one of them you're going to sit down and talk to them what they want. The reason is this, sir, that I go out to buy a fountain pen costing 200 rupees. I look at the model, I look at the color, I look at just make, design. I buy an apartment costing 3 crores and I have no choice. We essentially are going to work in a manner where we give choices to people whose property we are creating. Very concerned about the environment, we're going to be very concerned about trees, and therefore I'm not only talking about that this particular place is going to be green. I'm saying this place is going to be one which respects you, which allows you to respect environment, and which creates an environment in which you grow happily. So, and that is the promise I'm making today in front of the press, in front of everyone, that we are going to make this project very special, very different, going to invest huge amount of creative energy, seeing it through. And I'm not going to say we're going to make the best of the world. I'm going to say it is going to be the best of its type in this particular context. With 20 acres of land, and believe me, we will bring in enormous amount of creativity to make it special, make it livable, make it attractive, and make it something everyone is proud of. So that's a promise we are all collectively making for this project, and I would like you to communicate that to the world, to the city, that this is different in that context. Thank you very much.
Good evening, and I see a good amount of gathering. Hope this converts into exponential things tomorrow morning. It is a great pleasure for me to be here today and to stand alongside such distinguished individuals as we launch the e5world Wooden Cottages Resort. As you have already heard, this project is a vision that combines luxury, nature and sustainability. My role in this project as legal and tax consultant has been to ensure that this vision is realized not only in terms of design and architecture, but also through a strong legal structured framework that protects the interests of all the investors, our strong stakeholders and the future guests. I would first of all thank Mr. Chairman Sir, Mr. V. G.K. Prasad for being with us on the dais. He's been a big name in Hyderabad. Then Mr. Kirti Shah, who has come a long way from Ahmedabad and has addressed the environmental aspects, and Mr. Raghuram, the Managing Director of AIKHYA Infra. Now, coming to my aspect, that is legal foundation. When it comes to project of this scale and vision, one of the most important elements that ensure its success is a robust legal structure. The legal foundation of e5world has been carefully designed to protect the interests of all stakeholders, from the investors and property owners to the guests who will experience this incredible resort. We have taken all care to structure this project in a way that not only addresses to the legal norms but also ensures that e5world remains transparent and secure for structure, and ensure that all investors receive fair treatment with clear ownership rights, profit sharing arrangements and exit strategies are in place. Our goal has always been to create an investment vehicle that is legally sound, transparent and offers clear understanding terms on all the respects. We'll be introducing a fractional ownership concept here in this resort, where each individual can participate in this investment opportunity, can benefit from the eco-friendly resort not only by enjoying the facilities there but also by gaining a capital appreciation and the returns on their investments. In this we have this eco-friendly resort in control of persons who have the paying capacities of 10 to 20 lakh rupees. Because these projects are costlier projects, a single standalone unit may cost in crores, but due to this fractional ownership legal concept, we bring it to the hands of a common man who can enjoy the benefits. Now furthermore, we will continue to monitor all regulatory developments and adopt all necessary to ensure ES World remain compliant with all new laws and regulations that may arise in the future. Our goal is to create a long-lasting, secure investment that stands the test of and continues to thrive as a model of sustainable eco-development. I'd like to thank again all the members on the dais and the media present here for being a part of this press conference, and we hope that through this fractional ownership model we'll be able to reach out to more people and their involvement in the project comes with us. Thank you.
So you have heard what Mr. Prasad has said, Mr. Design, as for the design, Mr. Pritish has explained what our commitment is, and as for the fractional ownership. So what at E5, what makes this unique is, we are making it affordable for everybody. This is a hassle-free, there is no maintenance issues. You can go enjoy. It is a weekend destination in Sadashivapet, which is hardly 40 minutes from the city. So we are creating a very responsible, hassle-free project with keeping in mind the sustainable future, luxury living and a responsible ownership, responsible hassle-free ownership that comes together. So now if you have any questions, you please can feel free to ask. The first phase is 5 acres, so we are coming up with this resort.
In the investors,
100 to 150 crores like investors. It comes with a key to key. It is completely furnished, everything, landscaping, everything taken care of. It will range between 70 to 90 lakhs depending on the size of the villa.
But what is very interesting is that very affordable. That even if it is small investment.
150 square yards to 200 ఉంటాయి 300 ఉంటాయి దాన్ని బట్టి కూడా సెట్ దీంట్లో అగైన్ టు రీఇన్సిస్ట్ టు రీక్రియేట్ ది రేటెడ్ అఫోర్డబుల్ మీకు ఒక్కొక్క షేర్ బిలో 10 lakhs లో యూ కెన్ ఓన్ ఎ షేర్ ఆఫ్ దట్ కాటేజ్ it's an affordable share. If somebody is interested, we can sit and talk. Already we have acquired the land and the 20 acres is registered on our name. Underground works are nadustunayi. We have built one cottage also there. Resort environment and taking into consideration the oxygen content, a lot of plantation, Ayurvedic trees, fruit trees. It is a project which will give you returns also. In the entire Bombay Highway, this is the only kind of a project that is going to take care. You don't have to do any maintenance. Everything is taken care of in this project.
ఓకే సార్ ఇప్పటివరకు ప్రీమియం లగ్జరీస్ అని విన్నాం బట్ రిసార్ట్ టైప్ అని అంటున్నాం ఏంటి సార్ ఈ టైప్
ఇది luxury premium resort.
ఓకే
So where you can come, you can spend all resort and ఎందుకంటే it caters to everything, dining experience, your entertainment, for your kids taken care of. You can come here, spend the weekend without any hassle and without any maintenance issues, nothing. Everything will be taken care of and you can go back.
ఓకే ప్రైస్ డీటెయిల్స్
Price details చెప్తున్నా కానీ there is 1-bedroom cottage, 2-bedroom cottage, 3-bedroom cottage and 4-bedroom cottages. So the minimum investment starts with 9.5 lakhs.
ఓకే
And then you can own a portion of the cottage.
Okay.
And you also get a free stay per year, free stays వస్తాయి.
సో ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎప్పటివరకు
Within 1 year we plan to bring in a resort operator అండి.
ఓకే
అంత కంప్లీట్ చేసి within 1 year we want to hand it over to the resort operator.
ఓకే సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ
Conceived with data. So as far as the investor is concerned, we are talking about low ticket entry size. As far as the resort is concerned, as far as the data for the resort is concerned, it is completely backed by AI. Whatever website, whatever print material, whatever press release you got is all conceived by AI. This probably is the only project in our country which is totally backed by AI. Anything that you see, anything that you have read till now is conceived by AI. The data that we are talking about is AI. So we are very confident that even the resort will be around 70 to 80% occupancy. So this is a totally data-backed project, and I think with Raghuramji's commitment and with Prasad sir's vision, this project doesn't lack any kind of finances. And it is going to be one destination that Hyderabadis are going to enjoy. It is going to take care of every aspect of Hyderabadis, be it a couple, a young couple or a married one celebrating their anniversaries, or for corporates who's looking forward to some retreat at a cost that is never heard of. Thank you so much.
ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है अपने आप में यूनिक है. रीज़न ये है कि जो पूरा प्रोजेक्ट है
ఓకే
इसको एआई ने कंसीव किया है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डेटा. सो अगर हम डेटा समझेंगे तो हैदराबाद इज़ द ओनली सिटी आफ्टर दिल्ली जिसका 75% होटल ऑक्यूपेंसी है.
Okay.
दैट गिव्स अ लॉट ऑफ स्कोप. और अनफॉर्चुनेटली फॉर हैदराबाद देर इज़ नॉट एवन अ सिंगल 5-star ब्रांडेड रिजॉर्ट. सो दिस गिव्स हैदराबाद अ न्यू सेट ऑफ लग्जरी रिजॉर्ट फीलिंग विद अ गुड ऑपरेटर जो इसको संभालेगा. एंड अश्योरेंस इस पे इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेवेन्यू फॉर एनीबडी हु इज इन्वेस्टिंग इज कम्स फ्रॉम द कॉन्फिडेंस. अगर हैदराबाद का सारा होटल आपका 70-75% ऑक्यूपेंसी देता है, सो दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी जो सिर्फ प्रॉबली अराउंड 45 मिनट्स फ्रॉम हैदराबाद है, विच इज़ गिविंग यू अ कॉस्ट एडवांटेज, ट्रिमेंडस कॉस्ट एडवांटेज.
Okay.
कि मतलब अगर आप हैदराबाद में रैक रेट्स देखोगे विच इज़ ऑफ एनी होटल, तो दैट गोज टू 12,000 रुपीज़. एंड जो हमारा आई मीन AI कैलकुलेशंस एंड द रिसर्च एंड अदर थिंग्स जो उसको प्रोजेक्शंस दे रहे हैं, वी आर लुकिंग एट एन अफोर्डेबल 5-star स्टे फॉर अ कस्टमर एट अबाउट 5,000 to 7,000 रुपीज़. सो वो आई मीन जो एडवांटेज है, इवन द मैरिजेस एंड अदर थिंग्स, ऐसा कोई प्लेस ही नहीं है जहाँ पर आप आई मीन यू हैव 50 odd cottages that can आई मीन accommodate roughly about 200-250 guests. Right, or with the resorts, with club houses that is got around 50,000 का capacity आपका, 50,000 square feet is there, 30,000 is there, and there are a lot of open spaces. So ये एक अच्छा खासा हैदराबाद को एक गेटवे दे रहा है, I mean in terms of utilization, in terms of running the place.
Thank you.